What's going on, everybody? It's Ryan. If you're new to the channel, basically what this whole channel is about is me and my wife buy and sell things as a side income. Recently we bought a bunch of video game stuff, and in the lot of video games were three somewhat rare NES games. We've got Toki, we've got Swamp Thing, and we've got Warios Woods. Retail, like if these were to sell on eBay, most likely I'd get around $2 to $2.50 for this, maybe a little more because it's in such good condition. This will probably go for around $50, Warios Woods. And Toki is probably worth anywhere from $100 to $150. This one's in a little bit more rough shape. Now, a lot of these games can be faked, and there's only one way to know if they are indeed real. I've never done this before. I actually learned this from watching YouTube and watching some friends of mine do this. There's only one way to know if they're authentic, and that is to open them up and look on the motherboard to see if it's stamped Nintendo. Now, why would you want to make sure they're authentic? For obvious reasons, so that when selling the games, they can be proven authentic. It just helps with buyer assurance, people that are buying the game. It just helps because, oh, it's definitely an authentic game. Yeah, I'll drop this $250 on this game. Also, it helps, me as the seller as well. It kind of warts off possible scammers. I could easily just list these games up on eBay, take some pictures. Somebody buys them, and then they say, oh, he mailed me a fake game. Look at this picture of this fake game. I opened it up, it's fake. But if I have pictures in the listing on eBay proving that this is an authentic game, that's a lot better, and it warts off a lot of scammers from trying to scam me. That's the reasoning why I want to do this. I've had a lot of people tell me, since they're boxed games, and they have the original boxes with them, the probability of them being authentic is fairly high, which I would agree with. But I just want to do it. For one, I've never done it. I want to do it for the first time. And number two, I want to make sure, because as a seller, selling something that's fairly valuable, I want to make sure that they are authentic. Now, how do you get into these games? You need a little tool that looks like this. It's a special tool that latches on to the screws that are in the back of the cartridges. Got this tool on Amazon. You can check it out if you're interested. I will leave a link down below in the description if you want to check it out. But I think they're fairly cheap. I can't remember what I paid for them. I think it was like 10 bucks, maybe under $10. I can't remember. It came with this and two other screwdrivers for other types of games. But this one is the one I think I'm going to be using once I open up the games. Oh, we got Swamp Thing here. This is the most valuable game. I'll pull this one out. This one is actually already spoken for. A buddy of mine wants to buy this off of me. Actually a great viewer of the channel. Chris is the one who wants to buy from me. I've done business with him before. You've seen him here on the channel if you've been around for a while. But I believe this is the correct one. Yes, it is. Okay. So this game's in extremely good condition. Like, I would say mint. You can see the cartridge there inside. It's just mint. Like, this game really does not look like it was even ever played, to be honest with you. Let's get to opening these games and see if they are indeed authentic. On my hat here, so hopefully you can see everything all right. But first, as you can see, we've got Swamp Thing here. So all we gotta do is gently open up these screws, or unscrew this here. And look at that, it's even magnetic. So these little screws will stick to the screwdriver to make extracting them fairly easy. And also for putting them back in, you can put them in nice and straight and easy. There's the second one. And then we got one more right here. Let me pull it out. There we go. All right, and then gently, I've never done this before, but gently pop off this back little thing here. And then it should, on the other side, say Nintendo on the bottom. So we'll gently pick this up and flip it over and look. And as you can see right there, we are good to go. We've got 1987 Nintendo right there on the back. So when I go to take pictures of these listings, this one in particular will not be going on eBay because it's going locally to a friend. But I will actually show in the pictures that stamp on the other games, if they are authentic, of course, which fingers crossed they are. Snap that back in, and then nice and gently. Boy, this tool is awesome. They really thought of the magnet thing is a great touch. Makes it so much easier. Those back in, so that's awesome. So Swamp Thing is indeed authentic. All right, next we've got Warios Woods here. This box is in really good condition. It actually looks like this particular game is missing, it's missing a screw. So that could be a bad sign, meaning this has been opened before and maybe it's not authentic, but we'll have to see. It is missing a screw, so that's a little unsettling, to be honest. I did not notice that before. So there's the first one. And the second one. All right. There we go. Gently open this up. Wow, the motherboard on this game is much bigger than Swamp Thing. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, all right, we're good. It scared me there because on Swamp Thing it was right there, but on this game it's right here. As you guys can see, it says 1989 Nintendo. So it's still got a battery in there too. Maybe that's why it was opened before, to replace the battery. I'm not sure, but yeah, this one is good. This one's good to go as well. Now that I have verified that it is indeed authentic, I will be listing this one in my eBay store. It will be for sale. The label here is a little bit coming off. It's a little lost its adhesive on the side of the label there. But other than that, it's good to go. It is missing one screw, so I will disclose that in the listing. The most important thing is that it's authentic, so that's good. I'm thinking I should be able to get around, usually I price chart these games, so I go on pricecharting.com and it gives the average sale price for games, you know, in loose condition and also in box condition. And on average, these are going for around 50. I might be able to get a little bit more for it, I think. But yeah, so I'll be listing this one up on eBay. I will have to open these up again when I go to list them to prove their authenticity by, you know, showing it in the picture. But nonetheless, I know that it's authentic now. And then last but not least, we've got Toki here. This one is complete as well. I believe it has the manual in there with it. Let me make sure. Yeah, it's got the manual in there. This one is in the poorest condition of all of the games that I've got. As far as the box goes, you know, you can see the box is a little bit beat up, but it is highly valuable nonetheless. The actual cartridge looks to be in really good shape. No peeling on the label or anything, and it's very clean. But yeah, so let's open this up and see what we got. We got 3 screws here. All the screws are in this one, unlike Warios Woods. I have a good feeling this is probably going to be authentic because the other ones were. And of course, it's got the original box, which I honestly didn't think that these were going to be fake, but I wanted to make sure. So this motherboard is much smaller. Carefully lift this up and take a look. And yes, much smaller. Right here in the top left corner, it says Nintendo 1989. Very clean and good to go. This game has been played a little bit. You can see, you know, wear marks on the, I don't know what you even call these. I'm not a video game guy. Teeth? I don't know. But it has been played a little bit. But overall, good shape, and it's definitely good to go. And 100% authentic. It's got Nintendo 1989 on there. So carefully throw this one back in the plastic, and this one will also be getting listed in my eBay store. So that is great news. All these games are indeed authentic. But yeah, that's pretty much how you prove their authenticity. Like I said, this is the first time I've ever done it. I've never even done this before. So took you guys along with this first little adventure of authenticating video games. Now, I am happy that I do have this tool to it's a hard word to say. I'm struggling saying that. To authenticate video games in the future. You know, if I do come across some more video games that are high in value, I will use this tool to authenticate them. Lower end NES games, I don't bother authenticating. I usually just sell them as is because, you know, if they're sub $20. I don't really worry about it too much. But yeah, these ones are a little bit higher value, so I figured that I would make sure. So anyway, that's great news. Really glad that they're all real and I can sell them with a clear conscience and also good buyer assurance. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned a little bit of something as far as authenticating video games. You just need that little tool, open them up, make sure they're authentic, and then you can sell them with a clear conscience and to protect yourself from scammers. So anyway, that's that. Hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching, everybody.